Hello and welcome to the Inside Edition Old Testament story. My name is Beyonce DeGeneres and today we have the breaking news about the big band named Stupid in Your Sight. They have broken up. What happened? Where's Job? We will go to Chuck Witherstone for the report.
Well, hello. I'm Chuck Witherstone with your Inside Edition on Stupid in Your Sight.
In the early years, they were just so happy, always enjoying each other's company, laughing and having a good time. They would rock out together. They would practice hard. Job would sing their heart out. They would practice their riffs. Their solos would shred. Job would just sing and sing. Their beats were solid. They would rock out so hard together for their thousands and thousands of fans. They even had fun off stage doing crazy things like this yoo-hoo chugging.
Start arguing right now.
And then it all went south. One day after practice, someone played a wrong note, someone sang a wrong lyric, and it was over. Job didn't know what happened. He come in after the argument, and everybody was gone. In fury, he left. So what will they do without each other? They're all alone, living in the past, recalling their memories, gazing into the future with no hope, going to Chick-fil-A on Sunday. So we sat down with each member to hear their side of the story.
Well, first, we'll turn to Eliphaz for his side of the story.
Would someone who is smart answer with false notations or use the music from another artist or the words of another artist? Would he use words that literally meant nothing or argue with these grand speeches? But even Job, he undermines the devotion. He hinders our devotion to God. It is his sin that causes the words to come out of his mouth. It's his sin that brings those words to us. It is his saying, his words that cause all this trouble. Not mine, none of ours, just his and his alone. I don't know what makes him think he's so great. It's not like, he's the first musician ever to learn how to sing. And it's not like he's singing for God in the heavenly courts whenever he feels like it. And I highly doubt if he's wise at all. I would have to ask, what does he know that we don't? What has he got that I ain't got? We have the knowledge of other musicians on our side. He has nothing. And we have done nothing but speak gently to him. But apparently this is not enough. And we don't even know what started this. I mean, he just seems so angry at God. And we don't know why. What causes him to scream in anger towards God? And it's not like he's pure and not sinless like all of us. I mean, we're all born with sin and everything. He's no more righteous than you or I. Let me tell you what I've noticed. And I will hide nothing. Nothing at all. A horrible musician suffers embarrassment as long as he lives. And he will suffer the pain of humiliation for the many years that he walks this earth. He will hear nothing but horrible sounds. And when all seems well, paparazzi will attack him, reporters as well. He longs to escape the publicity, trying his hardest to find a place where he could be alone, where he could be in silence. But he has been marked by the first snapshot, by the first touch of the pen to the paper. Distress and anguish fill him. They overwhelm him like a rookie musician about to go and play a concert for live studio audience of a massive load. He shakes his fist at the Almighty, claiming that he has done all this, with words that he doesn't even understand. Even though his vocals may be good and his appearance clean, he will play in empty concert halls. And he will have no record deals. He will lose all money and all houses and will have no place to live. And he will no longer be rich in any way, shape, or form.
Now, Job, what do you got to say in response to that?
I've heard this before. They are horrible at comforting. They won't shut up. Why do they keep on arguing? I could talk just like them and make great speeches, but when I speak, my words would comfort you. Even though my pain is still here, even if I'm quiet. God has destroyed my band. He has tore us apart. He has tore me apart with his anger. All people do is talk about me behind my back.
I was perfectly fine. And then he took my microphone straight out of my hand
and threw it on the ground.
He sent his reporters to point fingers at me. They were all aimed at me with insults. Again and again, his beats are too fast and he rushes everything. The industry cannot keep me from singing. I hope my vocals will ring in their ears forever. My producer is my only friend. I cry on his shoulder every night. He pleads to my manager for me as a friend should to another friend. My spirit is broken and I don't have much longer. Soon my records will cease and my songs will no longer be produced on radio. And I can do nothing. God, tell me what you want, because nobody else will stick up for me. You have made it to where they don't understand anymore. They don't know what this life is like. They do not understand my pains and my anguish. If an artist gives up his friends for his music, his old bandmates, then he will no longer have favor in the eyes of the family of those friends.
God has made me an example to every single fan of what a terrible singer is. The limelights on my stage have grown dim. I'm nothing but a shadow anymore. The ones who are good in this industry, the good musicians, the good singers, they go against the ungodly. They're totally appalled at this. Nevertheless, the good musicians and bands in this industry, they'll stay together and they'll continue on, growing stronger together musically and in their relationships with one another and their fans. Come at me, bro. None of you guys know what you're doing. My days as a lead singer have passed. I have no more dreams. All of the desires of my heart to rock out on stage are gone. They turn all the lights off, all the stage lights, the spotlight, make it completely dark. And then they say, that's bright. Oh yeah, lights are down, let's make it bright in here. Makes no sense. The only hope I have is walking off stage one more time. I'll go to bed depressed. If the industry is the one that I learn from, and these terrible musicians are the one who nurture me, where's my hope? Is there any hope left for me? Where's it at? If there is any, we'll both go to the grave.
Is that so? Well, now we'll turn to lead guitar player Bildad for his tale of the take.
When will Job shut up and just be sensible so we can talk about this? Why did Job call us fat lards and call us stupid? He's tearing himself apart in total anger. What should we do? Move all of our equipment ourselves? Just stack it up like it's some big mountain for him? The spotlight that shines on the evil person, they'll be turned off. And all of his pyrotechnics, they'll just be snuffed out. Even the lights in his house will be turned off. All these stupid evil plans he comes up with will be his downfall. It's his fault. He walks right into the trap every time. And then he just wanders around in it. The industry has him by the neck. They won't even let him go. The industry just has him, playing around in their little playground. He's terrified that if he steps out of the sandbox, it will all be over. The industry is taking all of his money. Every last thing he owns will be gone. He won't be able to escape. Flames will consume him and God's breath will tear him apart. He's deceiving himself by trusting all of these people that think they know what they're doing. He's going to lose everything and not reach one more fan. Before it's over, he'll have to pay everything back. and not one person will care about him. He'll be like a guitar with all its strings broken, a drum set with every cymbal shattered. For the godless will be alone, and fire will destroy the houses of anyone who loves bribes. They conceive trouble and give birth to evil. Job, you're done for. It's like he's been thrown into the dark and just cut off from the world. His family is gone, his kids are gone. I mean, there's nobody left where he lives. They're just gone. From the East Coast to the West Coast, everyone is disgusted and just basically terrified of him now. Does that not sound like someone who's guilty? Sounds just like someone who doesn't know God to me.
How long will he blame me? Does he not know that his words hurt me? 10 times he has pointed a finger at me. Say it is my fault. It had nothing to do with him. It's between me, myself, and I. If he wants to try and make himself look good by telling others of all my faults, that everything I've done wrong and turn my shame against me, then know this, that it is God who has put me in the wrong. I cried and I called out for help, but I have received nothing. He has blocked my way and he has covered me in darkness. I have been stripped of my glory, and he has taken me off center stage. He breaks the stage down around me, and he has yanked my mic from my hand. He has turned the record companies against me, and they call me an enemy of the industry. MTV and VH1, both of them have come together on me, and they run specials on me. He has turned my band against me, and my fans, they've left me. My maid won't even bring me my daily taco. It's like I'm a stranger to her. My wife tells me my breath stinks, and the only thing my kids will tell me is, "Dad, you stink. Go take a bath already." My own mom doesn't even love me anymore. Please, I beg you, have mercy on me, friends, for God's hands have smacked me. Why do you have to tear me down too? Why can you just be content with me? TMZ could do a whole story on just me alone, and that would cover up an entire season. But I know my Redeemer lives, and he stands at the end of all this. And when I die, I will see God. I will see him for myself, and I will never, ever have to look at another fan again. If you say that you will destroy me, be afraid, because you yourself will be destroyed.
I see. Well, up next, we have Zophar, the bass player, giving her point of view.
Stomach starts to churn. He just tries to swallow the fame and the fortune, but he can't handle it. God spits it back out. He won't look to the good stuff, even though he receives it from his fans. He just doesn't enjoy it. After years of being in this industry, his happiness, it's just gone. One time, he took a guitar pick from a child's hand. It wasn't even his. He ate all of our food on our tour bus, and anybody who eats all that will never be prosperous. He will surely pay for it, especially after eating all of those spicy tacos. It will be like fire falling from heaven and raining upon him.
Oh, God! Oh, so hot! Oh, man, what was in those tacos? Oh, it's like I'm on fire! Joe, are you okay? Oh, no!
The limelights no longer shine on his treasure, and the pyrotechnics will burn him up. His shame will be shown at the Dove Awards. The crowds will turn against him. They will come like an angry mob and carry everything away, just like the day on God's wrath. This is what he gets from being such a troubled person, and it comes directly from God.
And finally, Joe, you have anything else to say?
Just listen to what I have to say. It will help you, I promise. Just bear with me. And when I'm done, you can continue mocking me. Is my complaints against the fans? No, but why should I not be impatient? When I remember our downfall, it breaks my heart. Can you tell me this? Why do all the horrible people, all the evil and unrighteous people in this music industry have such long careers? They have unwavering fans and they have like 12 reunion tours. Their kids are rich and their fans are loyal. Their tour bus is safe from robbers and God never strikes them down. They sing just like us but never have a downfall. And with peace, they'll die. They tell God to leave. We don't want to know about you. Does it get us more fans by knowing your ways? Or do we sell more CDs if we pray to God? And I do not ask for help from these people. How often are their stage lights cut off? How many times does their amps blow a speaker? When does God send pain their way? So how can you, my fellow band member and friends, make me feel better with all this nonsense? Nothing is left of your answers. I have proved them wrong.
Well, folks, that's all we have time for. But join us next week for the rest of the story.